And something mind blowing that I've learned from following your work over the years is that getting enough omega 3s in our diet is a huge part of that. In fact, you shared previously that people that have higher levels of omega 3s in their blood are less likely to die an earlier death. To me, that's mind blowing. I'd love for you to expand on that.
Sure. Great to be on your show. Thanks for the invitation. Yeah, that particular finding, we were part of a large collaboration of a bunch of we call cohort studies. A cohort is just a group of people that gets recruited in a certain area, like in Boston or in London or whatever, and the investigators will draw blood samples at the beginning of the study, and then they just keep in touch with these people over the years to see how they do, the diseases they develop. And then we look backwards and we look at omega-3 levels in the blood from when they started the study and see what the diseases happened, who died, who didn't die, things like that. So the paper you're talking about, we looked at omega-3 levels in something like 150,000 people, 18 different cohorts, and we put it all together and we looked at the people at the highest omega-3 levels, the highest 20% versus the lowest 20%. And those that had the highest 20% were like 10 to 15% less likely to die during that period of time that we followed them up. Obviously you wait long enough, everybody dies. Okay. So,
Just so everybody's clear.
Just to be clear on that, right. We are not, this is not immortality we're talking about, but it does seem to make you live, or higher omega-3 is associated. I have to be careful. I'm not saying the effect of omega-3 is to make you live longer, because we haven't done that intervention study, supplementation study, and nobody ever will do that study. But all the evidence is pointing to the association between high omega-3 and longer life, healthier life, better health span, as you said.
That study is the tip of the iceberg, but there's so much more that's there. And in your 40 years of working on this, 40 years plus now, right? 40 years plus now doing this research, 340 plus papers on omega 3s. Today's interview is really designed to highlight and champion this research to help people understand what I feel I understand, but I want everybody to understand. And you tell me if this is factually correct in the way that I understand it, that when it comes to the most studied nutrients that are out there and their connection with actually moving the needle in improving our health, omega 3 is in the top 3 or 4 of those nutrients. Is that correct?
That is definitely correct. Yeah.